Welcome to your 2023 Pilates program. My name is Melanie. I'm a Pilates instructor. Today we're going to do a reformer workout focused on core, arms, and back. So get ready. We're going to continue your 2023 fitness journey. We're going to start loaded on with one heavy and one extra light spring. So I'm on a balanced body, Metro IQ reformer. I'm going to do one heavy and one yellow. So headrest will be down. We're going to start facing the headrest. Feet will be on the headrest. Your butt will be scooched kind of close to the back edge, maybe a hand or two behind you. I'm going to reach forward, grab the straps in my hands, thread my hands through it, and grab onto the ropes above the hardware or above the knots. So I'm going to scoop my bottom back, make sure that I have enough room behind me to support. I'm going to sit up pretty tall, making sure that my ribs are above my hips. And I'm going to roll the shoulders back, reach the crown of my head up toward the ceiling, and I'm going to begin rolling the spine back one bone at a time until I find this really deep scoop. Shoulders roll back. My chin is naturally curved down or tilted down toward my collarbone. Big breath in, exhale. Roll the spine up one bone at a time. Sit up as tall as you can. Roll the shoulders back. Find this nice high seated position. If you need to push your heels forward, go for it. Big breath in, exhale. Roll the spine. Find that deep scoop. Make sure those shoulders are nice and rolled back. Big breath in, exhale. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Sit up really tall. If that yellow spring is adding too much fire, kick it off. Just go for one red spring or one heavy. Big breath in. Exhale, roll it back. Warming up the core here, getting lots of core control. Big breath in. Sitting up really tall. One more time. Big breath in. Good. Trying to keep even pressure through each hip bone as you roll. Finding this big scoop here. Abs zipped in as you sit up. Good. Close the carriage. You can release some tension from the ropes. If you have the extra light spring or the yellow spring on, just take that off. And we're going to thread the hands through the straps again. Sitting up really tall, now we're going to begin to play around with removing a contact point. So in this case, a leg each time. So we're going to find that roll back once again, finding that nice big C curve. Roll the shoulders back. I'm going to begin lifting the left leg to tabletop, lowering it back down. Right leg to tabletop, lower it down. Let's continue marching. Abs stay zipped in, alternating sides, even pressure through each hip bone. As we march, lots of core here, 2 more each side. Still breathing. Good. Last set. Big breath in, expanding the lungs in 3D. Roll up, sit up nice and tall. We're going to go for another variation, keeping all this nice core work happening. So I'm going to take a big breath in, exhale, roll the shoulders back, deep breath in. Find that nice curve. I'm going to bring the left leg up to tabletop. I'm going to roll up, keeping that left leg in tabletop, sitting up as tall as I can. Rolling back, left leg stays in tabletop. Rolling up, really using your abdominals. I'm going to do 2 more in this position. Keeping the abs zipped in and up. Finding that tight jeans feeling, especially as you're rolling your torso back up. Good. And I'm going to pause here. I'm going to extend the leg out to 45 degrees as I roll down. Exhale. Bring the leg to tabletop as you come back in. Doesn't have to be a full tabletop. It can be a slight bend. That's fine too. Sitting up as tall as you can. Big breath in. Roll back. Exhale. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Inhale, roll back. Sit up really tall. One more time. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, sit up as tall as you can. Lower that foot down, sit up a little higher. We're going to go for the other side. So big breath in, exhale, roll back, find that big scoop. Right leg to tabletop. I'm going to keep that leg there so I sit up as tall as I can. If you need to lower the leg or soften the bend a little bit, that's completely fine. I'm going to keep rolling back for another 3. Finding that low point and sitting up as tall as I can. Gaze is directly in front of you, right above that right big toe. And once again, the chin can soften a little bit as you roll back. Exhale, bring it right back up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to extend that leg to 45 as we roll back. Exhale, bring it all the way back up. Good. Inhale, roll back, right leg to 45 as you roll down. Exhale, bring it up. Good. 2 more. Good. And last one. Very nice. Loosen your grip on the ropes. Sit up really tall. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to move into our arms and back next. So for this next one, you're going to grab the straps into your hands. You can either keep your feet planted on the headrest or extend them straight in front of you or cross your ankles, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Really doesn't matter. Just find the one that feels right for your body. So I'm going to sit up as tall as I can, and with my legs straight, I can get a little bit more upright in my spine. Straps will be in the hands. Palms flip to face each other. I'm going to roll the shoulders back. Gaze is forward. I'm going to open the arms out to a T and bring them right back to starting. So I'm thinking about this feeling of a string, an invisible force pulling from the crown of my head up to the ceiling. So I'm not rounding in my lumbar spine. I'm not finding any scoop. I'm also not popping the rib cage forward or extending my upper back behind me. So the hands will come right to the side of the body, not going behind. If it looks that way in the camera, it's perspective. We just want those hands directly to the side of the torso, not behind. If you find yourself hitting the stopper, you can choke up a little bit on the straps as well to give yourself a little more range here. So something to think about is it's very easy to want to pop the ribs forward as those arms go to the side. You really want to think about that stacked neutral spine, which means a very natural curve in that lumbar spine without arching, without rounding in the low back. Let's go for 2 more. Good. Last one. Very nice. So next, I'm going to go out on a diagonal. These are some of my favorites for shoulders and back. So I'm going to find actually a deep scoop in the abdominals for this one. So I'm going to begin rolling the spine under, and you might want to move your body forward a little bit. You very likely may need to cross your ankles if you've not already. So arms in front of you, I'm going to roll the pelvis under, so I'm in this deep curve. And I'm going to open the arms out to a diagonal to the left. Inhale, bring it back to center. Turn to the other side, arms out on a diagonal. Elbows nice and straight without locking them, back to center. Tilt over to the side. Exhale, open wide. Back to center, still keeping that big curve. Good. If this red spring is too much, you can switch to a blue spring or a light spring. Whatever makes sense for you. Meet yourself wherever you are today. To be honest, I'm thinking about the blue spring. This is feeling a little intense for me right now. So we're just going to do 1 more each side. Oh, very nice. And bring it back to center. Sit up really tall. We're just going to do a little bit of biceps before we close here today. So legs can stay where they are, wherever's comfortable, feet on the headrest or extended long in front of you or crossed. We're going to find those straps in those hands once more. Flip the palms to face up. We're going to find that big curve in the spine. Palms flip to face the ceiling. Elbows are lifted. I'm going to bend and extend the elbows, getting a nice pace here. And you're keeping that tension this whole time. So I'm not yanking on the straps to make momentum do the work for me. We really want all of that tension really in the biceps here. Okay, let's keep going. You've got 4. Abs are still tight here. 3. Not letting the elbows dip. Still up at shoulder height. Last 2. Shoulders relax. And 1. Very nice. Release those straps down by your sides. Reach for your ankles or for the frame in front of you. Place your hands wherever it's comfortable. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Roll the spine up, stacking it 1 bone at a time. You're going to gather a big basket. Raise it up toward the ceiling. Gaze goes toward your fingers. Open the arms out to the sides. Palms slip to face up. Eyes come forward. Roll the shoulders back. Opening the posture nice and wide. and you're all done. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to keep your workout going, I'm going to add something over here for legs and a little something over here, maybe for full body if you want to explore something else. Please come back tomorrow. I'm going to keep this Pilates daily program running, and I'll see you next time.